live on YouTube right now. Just making sure it works.
Tell me when to.
Just wait for Instagram. We have 50 followers active now. Oh.
Yep.
I think makeup people are the worst. Oh my gosh. It's just like they've never done this before. It's ridiculous. Hey Josh, can we go to In-N-Out after this? Please? I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I'm famished. We'll see what's on Instagram. Are we going live soon? Is that happening? Is there anybody here? Oh, the makeup lady's back.
Sorry, you still have some blemishes.
It's ridiculous. Our live stream's not even going yet. Like, I don't know what to do. You go to the bathroom. We're about to go live.
All right, we're starting in 3, 2, 1.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. We're your hosts. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Paige.
And we're so excited that you're joining us tonight. As we wait for people to join, we're actually going to go over some trivia. And so it is all going to be true or false. And so as you comment true or false, and we'll give you about 10 to 15 seconds to get those answers in. So first off, our first question of the night. Babies have more bones than an adult. True or false? Okay, we got some people here. We're looking at all the different feeds. We got YouTube. We got Instagram going on. We got a true from Emmy McCord.
We got a false.
Oh, we got a true from Trey RZ. What's up, Trey? Oh, we got another false. Oh, another true. Oh, man, they're coming in like crazy. Mike Tatlock just joined. What's up, Mike? Boss man.
Haley Flick said false.
Okay, yep. True. Okay. And the correct answer is true. Babies actually do have more bones than an adult.
All right, question number 2. Humans can breathe and swallow at the same time. True or false?
We know you guys all just did that. So hopefully you come up with the right answer there. We're going to give you guys a couple more seconds to get those answers in. Wow, you guys are going for it. False, true. Are you guys trying this? Because there should just be one consistent answer here. False. Paige, what is the answer?
The answer is false.
If you tried it, you knew. Okay, on to our next trivia question for the night. We got a lot of people joining in, but we're going to give it a little bit longer. There are more cells of bacteria in your body than there are human cells? That's a little disturbing. I didn't read this before it was given to me, so that's the first time I'm hearing about that. Is that true or false? I'm really hoping that's false. Please. What are the people saying? Humans can't have their tongue out and breathe. Oh yeah, that's from the last one. True. Okay, true. Oh my gosh. False. True.
We got another true.
Okay, so it unfortunately is true, but some of that's good bacteria, some of it's bad, but it's actually 10 times more bacteria in your body than human cells. Okay, we're going to go to one more question, and then we'll continue on for our night.
Okay, true or false? There's more Monopoly money printed in 1 year than there is U.S. money.
Okay, we're going to give you guys a little bit longer. What's up, Carrie Dolan? Glad you're here. Man, there's so many people joining in. We have Jonathan Kane.
We got a false.
Liza Locke. What's up, DJ Club? False. Okay. Hannah Lee's here. What's up, Hannah? Lynn, how's it going? Oh, we got a true from...
Emmy said true.
Emmy Bishop says true. Ashley Collinson says true.
Allie said true.
All right, and what is the answer to that?
The answer is true. More Monopoly money.
All right. Well, we're going to continue on with our night. We first wanted to take a moment to actually apologize for any technical difficulties that you may experience last night during Taco Tuesday. We understand that during our YouTube broadcast live, the comments weren't actually enabled. So we're really sorry about all you YouTube folks. We love you. Hopefully, it looks like you're able to comment and participate with us tonight. So we're really happy about that. But if there's any technical difficulties throughout the show, let us know afterwards, and we're going to try to fix any of those. We're a little bit new to this. But we want to start tonight's show off just by saying it's a little bit of a tense time in the world. You know, there's things going on that have never really happened before, and it might be scary. Obviously, all you students out there, you're not going to school. Maybe some of your parents, you're not really going to work, and it's just weird. It's a little bit different. But one thing stays the same throughout all things, and that's Jesus, and he's our solid rock. And one of the verses that really has grounded me through this time is Psalms 18:1-2. And it says, I love you, Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. And so as we go through the night, we want you guys to know that Jesus loves you. He's here for you. He's never going to leave you. And you can take trust in that. Okay, on to the next part of our night is the weather. We're live from Ardent Studios. It's Wednesday night.
Josh, why are we doing this segment? Why? They're all inside. Why do they need to know what the weather is?
Tyler, just do it!
Well, then just look outside and tell me what it's like, dude.
Fine. I don't know, it's like kind of sunny and stuff.
All right, it's kind of fun, sunny and stuff. I quit, dude. I'm done.
Hey guys, are you like me and taking social distancing really seriously? It can be kind of stressful to take your dog on a walk or go to the grocery store. But luckily for us, I found the perfect product to help us through these stressful times. It's called the Bubble Bumper. We are so excited to offer this brand new product. You can automatically have 3 feet of social space. And if someone gets too close, you just bump them out of the way. Call now to receive your Bubble Bumper. But wait, there's more. If you call in the next 10 minutes, you will not only receive 2 Bubble Bumpers, but also a bottle of Purell hand sanitizer. Stay safe, guys.
Call the number on the screen below.
Hello, and welcome back to Ardent Wednesday Night Live. We're so glad that you're joining us tonight. If you've just joined, we actually have our first guest here tonight. She is an internet sensation known as the Charmin Toilet Paper Girl. She found her fame last night. Within the last 24 hours, she had a commercial air and has gained hundreds of millions of views in just, honestly, a few short hours.
Yeah.
What has that been like for you?
It's been crazy. It's been a wild ride. Yeah. So basically, I'm getting sued. Yeah, I'm getting sued. It was false advertisement, pretty much, is what they're saying. So yeah.
Yeah, that's actually why we brought you on here. Is not just because you're an internet celebrity at the moment and just blowing up across all platforms,
Yep.
but actually, it just came out today that Charmin is indeed suing you.
Yeah.
And they're saying they've actually taken a huge loss on profits ever since the commercial aired. And because the product you used is not actually Charmin, can we show the audience here that it's a different toilet paper that you actually Sharpied on Charmin.
Yeah. It was me. Yeah, I did it.
So how did you get on that commercial?
Yeah, so I was, really needing toilet paper really bad. And my uncle works here in the studio. So I saw that there was going to be a commercial, and I bribed the lady to leave so I could do my commercial and hopefully get toilet paper. And that the fact about them losing that can't be true. They're not a good paper product, to begin with. So
that's not what the lawsuit says.
Yeah, well,
it says a little something different. But they actually say that you didn't do the commercial to necessarily advertise for Charmin or really any other paper company.
Yeah.
But you were actually asking the viewers for their toilet paper.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, completely. I still need some, so
Yeah.
just gonna put that in there.
Well, there's actually a second reason that we brought you on the show tonight,
okay.
Regan.
Yeah.
I mean, Charmin
Yeah,
toilet paper.
please don't say my name.
For the lawsuit reasons.
Yeah,
We'll bleep that out later. But actually, there's another reason we brought you on the show is this show. There's a lot of students, a lot of kids, high school, middle school. It's a family show.
Yeah,
you know, they
that's
love
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
They're great fans. We have great ratings. They dig it. And we actually have some of our viewers share their thoughts and their questions. And we had a question come in, and the question is, how do you handle hearing no from your parents? And they probably heard no a lot in the last week or two because, as we know, life's a little different right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are home. They're not getting out as much, getting to hang out with friends, and you've heard no a lot the last 24 hours.
Yeah, definitely.
There's been a lot going on. So, what do you have to say to those people?
Yeah, well, that's an excellent question. What I have to say to that is that yes, I've been told no a lot in the last 24 hours, a lot from my parents. So I'm very knowledgeable in this question. The biggest thing is, especially with times that are happening right now, is to know that our parents are wanting what's best for us, and that can be hard to understand when your parents say no, you can't hang out with your friends, or saying no to things that are normally a yes. It doesn't make sense, but again, we need to honor our mother and father, as it does say in Exodus 20:12.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being on here. But as the viewers, could you just address, maybe that viewer specifically, that question? What practical advice would you give that viewer on hearing no from their parents?
Yeah, totally. It would be that, again, really reassure yourself that your parents aren't just torturing you or putting you through bad times. They really want what's best for you. And that maybe sometimes you need to remove yourself from the situation to really get your brain to know what's actually happening and knowing that your parents care.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. Please give it up for our first guest of the night.
Thank you.
With that being said, we're actually going to go to a quick commercial by Purell, one of our show sponsors. In these times of not knowing what the future's like, Purell's your friend. Stay pure. All right, and with that, we're going to go on to our next guest. Speaking of Purell, I hear from my people that he's a little bit of a germaphobe. Josh, do you want to come on over here?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, just you're gonna spray. Go. Buttons.
Well, that's really close. They said social distancing.
Go ahead and sit down, sir.
But they said social distancing, though.
So I need you to sit down so the audience can see you. I think you might be off camera.
The government said, though.
It's okay.
The government
here in the show business, we do things a little bit differently than the government. It's fine.
The government. I need. Sorry. Oh, I can't touch your hand. Sorry. I need hand sanitizer.
All right. Well, Josh, we hear that you're a pretty smart guy.
I am.
That you have some degrees and different things. I don't know exactly what that entails. I didn't do that. But
I know a lot in hand sanitizer.
Yeah, you're quite the germaphobe. I mean, you're smart. You're really smart. And we actually brought you on here to answer some questions, or specifically a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, we're just messing around. This is just
dude. I don't even wash my hands.
We all know Josh doesn't wash his hands. It's Josh and Dylan, and we're here to answer one of your guys' questions. This is one that a student wrote this last week.
Hey, also, before we get into this, we're going to actually give out 2 prizes tonight. We're going to deliver it to your door. So right now, I need you guys to give us a little wave emoji, okay? Or if you're I don't know, on YouTube, can you do hand emojis, wave emojis on YouTube?
I think so.
So just say hi or
say
something
hi.
like that for us to find you guys. So give us a wave.
Okay,
Sorry,
so, you're fine. Thank you for saying that. So the question that we have tonight is really it's really a great question for just what's going on in the world and a lot of uncertainty and a lot of unknowing, kind of what we talked about before is, but what does God think about all this? Like, what is he doing? What is he thinking? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. Like, what is God's perspective? What is he doing right now? Like, what's he thinking about a time? Kind of like, I guess this is all new territory for me. I'm not really sure. I know for humans, like, we kind of tend to freak out sometimes. We tend to worry. We tend to be in fear mode and all that. I don't think God though is like up in heaven, like biting his fingernails, like all worried and stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe you think differently, but I don't think God is really scared. I don't know. Can he be scared? I know for humans too, like I've been bored. I've been annoyed by this thing. I also don't think he's like bored and annoyed. Can God get bored?
I don't think so.
That's a good question. I have no idea if God can get bored or not, but I don't think he's bored. I don't think he's annoyed. I don't think he's worried at all. And in fact, actually, Jesus calls us to not worry. And I think right now it's really easy to worry because the future is just so unknown. But Jesus says this. He's actually preaching a message on a bunch of different topics. And he says this. He gets to this thing called worry. He says, therefore, I tell you, do not worry. Back at home, say, do not worry.
Do not worry.
Yeah. Do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father, like our God, feeds them. I mean, the birds are being fed. The birds are being taken care of by God. Are you not much more valuable than that? Yes, we are more valuable than birds, people. Birds are disgusting. Yes. Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? I mean, I know we just naturally get into this thing called worry, but worry is useless. Like, think about it. Like, all it does is just actually waste time, and it actually just fills our heads and our brains with just so much like anxiety, stress, just like constant worry, right? And so I think Jesus and God right now is not doing that. And I think he's actually telling us like, hey, I'm still God.
Yeah, absolutely. But I will say that there is some wisdom maybe coming
of course.
From the government and other things. You know, it is good to have food at your house. It is good to have good hygiene. And so I don't think what Josh is saying is to, what he's saying is to neglect that at all. I think there's this story in the Bible with Joseph, and he became kind of second in command for all of Egypt. And there's a long story. You should go read it, but it actually talks about him storing up food in warehouses and feeding the people of Egypt, and they didn't have to go through a famine because of that. And so there is some wisdom to that. And so don't be oblivious to maybe the signs of the times, and just get food, wash your hands, be smart about it, and use wisdom.
Yeah, the 2 W's, okay? Have some wisdom and don't worry.
There you go.
Yeah.
2 W's right there.
So again, okay, during these times, yes, it is kind of natural to go to fear, go to worry, to be bored, to be annoyed at these times. But I really want to encourage you guys, seriously, like take some time to reflect on who God is, okay? God is a big God. He was there. He was here before us. He was here before this whole new Corona thing, and he's going to be here after, and he cares really, really deeply about us. I think that's what God's doing right now, is just like caring for us. And so whenever there's a worry, you know what? That's actually a signal. That's your brain signaling you to just pray. Send all that angst, all the worry that is going on in your head, just send it directly to God and let him take care of it, because he cares a lot about you guys. So I'm going to pray for us right now, okay? And we're going to do something fun. We're going to all, because, you know, usually you pray, you kind of do something like this or whatever. Put your prayer hand emojis up. Hopefully on YouTube you can do this. I don't really know. We haven't checked that yet. But put them up, guys. Put them up for you. We're going to pray all together. So bow your heads, close your eyes, I guess. I don't know. Or keep your eyes open. Jesus, we thank you for being God, for being our light in a kind of a dark world sometimes. And so, God, I thank you that you're not up there biting your fingernails, stressing, worrying. And I thank you that you're a God who also tells us, do not worry, but just to put our eyes and our attention, our hearts to you. So God, we thank you so much that you are such a good God. Amen.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. And we're actually have one more segment for the night, and we're going to go ahead and go to the news with Tyler Coleman. Thank you guys.
See you guys. Love y'all.
Hey guys, I actually didn't quit. Me and Josh worked it out. I am scary and uncertain. So we're actually going to share some news stories that we found today that show that God's still working in people, and we are coming together. So the first one, this is probably pretty obvious. I think a lot of people have heard about this. Netflix coming in clutch. If you have a Google Chrome, you can now watch Netflix in real live time with your friends. Since you can't be there with them right now, you can still watch the shows together. You can still talk together. That's pretty freaking cool, man. Moving on to Italy. Jeez. To Italy. This is really cool. A lot of people have seen this on social media. A lot of people are out on their balconies right now, sharing their God-given gifts. They are putting on live concerts, and a lot of people are coming out on their balconies. They're playing music because all of it, like, they can hear it. They're coming out. They're still distant, but you know, they're sharing their gifts to the people. People are coming together, laughing, having a good time. So that's super cool there in Italy. I'm gonna not knock the board over this time. Awesome. In Scotland, this is really cool. There's a convenience store that is giving out free face masks and hand sanitizer to people that are over 65. That is so cool that there are people, even though it's a shortage on those two things for sure, they're giving them away to people that are a little bit more vulnerable. But that is so cool that even though they could, you know, make money that way, they are giving it away and taking care of the people that need it most. Now, all right, a little closer to home, in Seattle, this was a cool story. A 17-year-old kid made a real-time website that's tracking the coronavirus recoveries. A lot of times when we get on Twitter or get on the news or whatever, we're hearing more and more cases. This is a really cool thing that we can hang on to hope, because they are, we can sit there and watch and see people make it through this. And that's just such a cool thing, such a bright light in our life right now. And then this one has been personally hard for me because it's about Disneyland. I've never been to Disneyland, and that makes me really sad. But obviously in LA, Disneyland closed their doors for who knows how long, but they did something really cool. They donated all of the food that they had there on hand to local food banks. Typically, that would have just got tossed away, but they decided to take all that food, which is a lot of food, and donated that to food banks around their area. Right after this, well, actually, no. We actually have something like that in Wilsonville. It's called Heart of the City. If you just Google Heart of the City in Wilsonville, it'll take you to their website. They have a food bank there. They have a ton of other resources for people that are being impacted by this, a little bit more than others maybe. So please go check that out. That's why they're there. They're ready for this. They're equipped for situations like this. And also, directly right after this, we have a new thing. It's called Midweek. Mike Tatlock is going to give us a devotional and a little bit of a message. If you just go to gracechapelonline.org/live, you'll be able to watch that, fellowship with your family, talk about his message. But before we go, we have two winners. Drum roll, please. All right, for the Slicks Barbecue gift certificate, Jonathan Kane, we will be dropping that off at your house. And for the Rice Time, we have Lucy Clemo. Guys, it has been so much fun this week. I know this is new, but we're going to be here next week. Me and Dylan, the whole crew is going to be here. We're so happy you guys tuned in with us. It's going to be awesome. We'll see you guys next week.
Make sure you go to midweek right after this.
Midweek.
Right after.
Midweek.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in.